which one.
It's going. Hold on. Like I can't stop it now. It's preparing the live stream.
That's all right.
It's going. Hold on. Like I can't. Oh, it already got us saying it's going. We're live. We're live on YouTube. Okay. It says live up in the corner. All right. It's been a while since we live streamed, so I was like, I didn't know what to do, and it changed a little bit because now it sends when I hit go live on YouTube, it sends me to YouTube and then like pops the video up, and then I didn't see the live up here in the corner, but we're cool now.
Yeah.
Only thing is this isn't recording. It's just going live to YouTube, which doesn't help me. But here, let me hit record on this computer. Excuse me. I'm gonna hit record. Can you hear me? Okay. Okay.
I can hear you.
All right, we're gonna be now recording on this. So 3, 2, 1. Okay, it didn't break live, so we're live and recording. So my computer's gonna get real hot here in a second. I'm just on a laptop. I probably should have done this in the office on my normal computer, but anyways. Welcome to Techegy Live. It's our Cyber Monday special, and let me tell you, it's gonna suck.
Hey, that's what we do most of the time. So,
well, I looked back in the last two. I thought we had done Cyber Monday, but we actually did Black Friday the last 2 years.
Yeah, I saw that.
Which probably because we looked at the Cyber Monday sales and realized, wow, there's not really anything because there's not anything anymore because everything's just Cyber November now.
Yeah, it's like what is it called? The fall, what the one place called fall something?
Steam
sales.
The fall autumn sale.
That's it.
Goes from like August to December. So it's like you don't have to give good deals anymore because it's spread out over the course of like 3 months.
Yeah.
And then Christmas starts earlier and earlier each year. We've basically skipped Thanksgiving at this point. You go straight from Halloween into Christmas.
You do. It's a shame.
I mean, I remember I'm going to use Hallmark as an example. I remember when Hallmark used to play, they didn't start playing their Christmas movies until Thanksgiving Day. On Thanksgiving Day, they'd start playing their Christmas movies. Well, they started playing their Christmas movies in the middle of October this year. So shout out to Hallmark. Anyways, it's got MM on here too. He's taking care of a business matter right now, but he will be on here. And of course, MC and myself are on here. And I think we're just going to talk about anything. I mean, if we just did a stream on Cyber Monday deals, it would last about 10 minutes. We did some research here before the stream started. There's not a whole lot.
Yeah, I'm disappointed this year in the sales. I don't think they're as good as they were last year.
Did you get out to any of the stores on Black Friday and to see anything? I didn't even leave the house.
Well, only place I went was Warp Zone in Greensburg, and
Greensburg, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, Pennsylvania, and he did have 20% off of everything in the store. And I did get some good stuff there. I bought a PlayStation 1 and a PlayStation 2, and I bought. I can't remember the games I bought with it. But wait, I might know where they are. Yeah, I bought Legacy of Kain, X-Men Origin Wolverine, Star Wars Rebel Assault 2, and Tomb Raider 3, Adventures of Lara Croft. And the only reason I bought them with it was to test the machines, make sure that everything worked, and everything did. I got memory sticks with them and everything, joysticks, all the connections and everything. And I got all that for about $170, which I looked stuff up on the web, and I know I saved at least $45 in store price, but I looked online like eBay and that, and I still think I made out. I mean, both machines are in perfect condition. I mean, there's no scratches. There's nothing wrong with them. So I think I got a fair deal,
Yeah. No.
But that was the only place I went to, The rest was online. So, I mean, might as well tell them, I did buy some games on GOG. And the first one, I can't even say the name of it.
Hegemonium.
Yeah, Hegemonium Legends of Iron. And it was only 59 cents. And then I bought Siberia for 64 cents. Siberia 2 for 64 cents. Siberia 3 was a little more expensive. It was $1.49. Also I bought Atlantis, The Lost Tale for 29 cents.
Sorry.
Steel Life 2 for 39 cents. Subject 13 for 49 cents. And I think it's Dark Fall Ghost Vigil, which was
Yep.
$5.49. And I'm a big adventure fan, and I know some of them are probably terrible games, but when you're under 50 cents, what do you care? Right?
Yeah, no, under 50 cents. I mean, even if you play them for an hour just to play around with them, I think you got your money at 50 cents, right?
I think I spent like $10, might have been 11 with tax or something. And I got, I look at it, I got how many games there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 games for $10. Hell.
Yeah. No, I think you got some good deals, and maybe you'll get some more good deals today on stream.
Yeah. And then I did buy some other stuff, John. I bought some Oculus 2 games. I don't quote me on these prices because I didn't write them down. I don't remember, but I bought Contractors, and I think it was only $15. And it's like a kind of like a siege game, something similar to that.
Yeah.
And then I bought some music for Beat Savers, and I think that was the most. I think that was like close to like $13, $15 or something for that. And then I bought Resident Evil 4 and Ancient Dungeons, and I think both of them were like around $20. So,
Need to check.
But that's basically what I bought.
Yeah, getting good deals out there. I mean, this is our Cyber Monday stream. We're all about good deals. Are you excited about the good deals?
I just think they're a little harder to find this year than normal, and some of them I don't know. They're selling these older games, remakes and stuff like that for a price. I think they're too expensive.
I don't know why, but I feel like energized, and I haven't even started drinking yet.
Oh gosh, wait till you start drinking.
Just for awareness, in about a half an hour, maybe 45 minutes, I'm gonna start cracking open some beers from the Cleveland what's that say? Cleveland Brewery. It's a small brewery in the Cleveland area. If you listen, go check them out. And when I say small, I mean it's pretty much a one-person operation in like a small old bank. And the reason I know it's an old bank is because it has that, like, you remember like that late 1800s, early 1900s kind of circular marble tile they used to put on the ceilings.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about.
It has that in it. So anytime I see that, I just automatically assume it was a bank at some point. Because I mean, what else had that? Probably a lot of buildings did, actually.
Well, I'm sure there was other ones, but not all of them had it. And I'm sure
I tried. My dad
was
was out here the whole weekend. I tried to convince my dad to take me to the Marble Room, which is a steakhouse that's in a very old bank that's all made of marble. And I mean, most dinners for one person are about $170 a person. Ooh. And it goes up from there. Funny story. And I know this has nothing to do with gaming, but we're just going to banter and talk about whatever on here because that's what we do on the live streams. They're fun. We were looking at the prices of the meats on there, and like, so I can understand some stuff. Like there was like a 30-ounce T-bone steak and it was like $80. I'm like, okay, you know what? That's a pretty big steak. That's not too bad. But then they had Japanese Wagyu beef, which is arguably maybe the best beef in the world, but also the most expensive. That's not arguable. It is the most expensive beef in the world. Guess how much it was per ounce?
No idea.
$35 an ounce. So you get what's a normal steak you get at restaurants between 8 and 12 ounces, right? Depending on the cut. Normally, New York strips are 8 ounce.
Well, you used to get it that way. I've noticed nowadays they're doing the 6 and 12 ounce.
Well,
they give you 6 for a cheap price, and then 12 ounces they gouge you like $40.
Yeah, but normally, like a New York strip's 8 ounces. A Delmonico is usually 8, and then the T-bones are like 12 because they give you a couple ounces because of the bone in the T-bone. No, the Japanese Wagyu beef was $35 an ounce. So imagine getting a 12 ounce of that. You're well into $280.
I'm not paying over $30 for a steak. I don't care how good it is.
Funny enough, that the most inexpensive item steak wise on the menu was the filet mignon. And it was weird because normally filet mignon are the more expensive steak items.
You're gonna laugh. I was at Haas's, and it was one of the cheapest steaks too. Was their filet, and I was like, "What? That's usually the most expensive."
Yeah, I don't. we reversed. The T-bone was more expensive than the filet mignon, and the filet mignon's actually the T-bone is the part of the cut. The filet mignon comes from the side of the T-bone. When they cut the T-bone, there's a piece of meat that the T-bone's cut from that in other parts of the filet mignon. So it's the cutaway from the filet mignon. But the filet mignon was only $40, and it was like a 12-ounce one because normally they're like 4 or 6.
Yeah.
But it was only 60. Did I say 60? Is that what I said? $60? I think it was something like it was $40 or $60, but it was the cheapest steak item on the menu. And I think the next close one was the porterhouse cut. So anyways, that's our steak talk. We'll start a separate Techegy talk steak. We should do a cooking podcast.
Hey, speaking of that, I'm having that for lunch. We got leftovers from Haas's, so I'm gonna have half a Matthew's steak.
Well, I luckily I'm sick of. I told you this last night. I'm sick of turkey. I'm sick of stuffing. I gave everything to my dad. I said, take it home. I think I kept 1 container of turkey meat that I've been shredding and giving to the dogs with their food. But outside of that, I don't want to see turkey for another year. I said we're doing either a roast or a ham for Christmas. I don't want to see any bird.
Well, see, what's funny is because I had steak and everything else on the weekend, I only had turkey for like a day and a half, and now I'm ready to have some more, so I'm good to go. I was gonna say, although it probably ain't gonna last too much longer, so I better hurry up and eat it up.
Yeah, it starts to smell like wet dog after like 2 days.
It's kind of funny.
No, when I was giving all the leftovers to my dad to put in his cooler take home, I was like getting sick just because I've had 2 family get-togethers now in the course of 2 weeks for Thanksgiving. So I've made a turkey dinner twice at my house.
Explain this to me, John. Why can I only get pumpkin pie at this time of year? I mean, you can have apple pie all year round. Why can't you have pumpkin pie all year round?
I feel like I have seen pumpkin pie at like Giant Eagle throughout the year, though.
Yeah, I want to say at Scams Club or Costco, you see it.
I mean, I'm not saying a bunch of them, but I feel like I've seen 1 or 2 sitting around. Probably left. They're probably the ones that people didn't buy from October, sitting there in June.
Well, I guess they probably do sell it all year round, but you don't see it. It's not out there in front with the rest of them.
Well, no, you go to most of the stores around this time, and they have them sitting at the register. You just grab them. Like instead of the candy and the drinks there at the register, they have pumpkin pies.
Well, pumpkin pie is one of my favorites, and it seems like I can only get them this time of year. So
yeah, not to change the subject from food, but did you guys see who won the Golden Joystick Game of the Year the other day?
Nope.
Did not.
There's game awards called the Golden Joysticks.
That almost sounds bad.
Yeah, no, I was waiting for someone to say something.
Yeah, no, that sounds like something they would have on one of those interesting websites.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying.
Sponsored by John Holmes.
Yes. Sponsored by Astroglide. Well, that's
anyway. Who won?
Yeah.
You see, it took me to come back. It took.
I was trying to get him off of going down the hole too far. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not going to work.
I haven't even started drinking yet. The ultimate game of the year went to Elden Ring.
Which again, I come back to with what we said on the podcast. It makes sense. It was the most impactful game of the year.
It should be on every one of the award game shows or whatever game things. It should be the one.
Yeah, not my genre, but even it not being my genre, it should be the game of the year.
I don't like Soul games, but that's the first Soul-like game I like because you can just grind and get through it,
And even if you didn't like the game, you can't. I mean, it was talked about. It's still being talked about. People are still doing playthroughs of it online. People are still watching those playthroughs, and everyone's talking about the DLC. When is the DLC coming? When they haven't even said there's gonna be DLC. So
Plus,
there's
plus everybody's saying like God of War, and basically God of War is excellent. I didn't play it, but I know it's going to be good and everything else. I seen some videos and but it's just a continuation of last time's story. What else is innovative and new in it? They added a little bit of extras. That's all.
I'm about this close to finishing it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, my family interrupted my gaming time the last like 5 days.
No,
Yeah, no, right. I'm real mad about it actually.
I'm mad because I haven't played the Ninja Turtle game at all. The one I picked up, the Cowabunga collection, because I took it with me when I went and saw my parents, but I never got a chance to actually play it.
I haven't even opened up the Atari 50 collection, but MC
Oh
has.
yeah, I bought it and I played the whole way through.
What do you think? What do you think of it?
Well, I mean, I love it because I like that era of games, and
Sure.
I love how they did the arcade machines, and then they did the Atari, and then they did the 5200 and all the other ones, and then they gave you good games from all of them, and they gave you like what I loved is they not only had some movie talking about the people that developed the games and the owners of the company, and then they also showed a lot of documentation. That's kind of neat. You could see where people were criticizing some of the games on how they're going to make it and everything else. And they showed actually documentation on how they designed it and everything else. So to me, it was good because it was the history of Atari and you had all the games to play. The only thing I wish is they package in some kind of the arcade ball, like what they call that, the
trackball.
The trackball, yeah, with the game, because like Centipede and all them are hard to play with a joystick, But I mean, I think they did a really, really excellent job with everything. Everything works. They got a lot of options. You can save states on some of them and everything else. I mean, I really liked it. I mean, they have like 5 or 6 hidden games that you have to beat the challenge. Like it's a challenge. You have to beat a certain level in a game to get them extra games. I didn't get that far, but I did play every game, like a number of times. And I just loved it. I thought it was well worth what was it like? I think I paid under $40 for it. I can't remember.
It's on sale right now at Amazon. All 3 versions, all 3 of the console versions. I didn't look at the PC version for $29.99. Now it is delayed. I saw I'm not getting. I ordered it for the Switch just because, quite frankly, that's more of a portable
Right.
ones to play as opposed to sitting on an Xbox. So it'll just sit with the Cowabunga collection. But I did, it won't be in, I think, until Monday or Tuesday next week. And I ordered it before Black Friday. So there is a delay, but it's $30. I didn't look and see if Best Buy or any of the other retailers were matching it.
I believe, I don't know. I don't want to speak for Best Buy, but Target's matching. They were. I don't know if they're still doing it, but they were.
They normally do. I mean, that's where I got the Cowabunga collection for $20. I waited like a little bit longer, and they had it in the store. So I went into the local Target here.
Yeah, I just bought which I bought this when it came out on Wii U. I had it day one. It was the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, but I just bought it on the Switch because it was on sale for $30, and that's the lowest it has ever been since it's come out on the Switch, because Switch games almost never go on sale, especially
first party.
First party. But I wanted to own it on Switch. So I think I actually just think I got a notification from Target that it was going to be delivered today. So
well, I think you guys will like it because they got a lot of the artwork they created for the boxes, and they got some 3D boxes you could spin around and see all the, just the original box information. So I mean, if you're a collector or you're someone that likes that old stuff, the way they did it, they did it very well. The timeline and everything else, I thought it was really good. So
yeah, it'll be interesting when I get it. I mean, I've watched some of the videos on it, and it's not outrageously priced. That's the other thing. And I've heard one of the reviews was they said that the emulation was absolutely amazing. That Digital Eclipse really did a good job, especially on the Jaguar games, which, if you're into any of the emulation stuff, the Jaguar stuff's supposed to be almost impossible to do correctly. And
I think all the games were all playable. I mean, I thought they were really good. I mean, I wish they do it with other companies. You know what I mean? some of the other companies out there that have these old games, bring them back in that timeline thing and everything, because it's just neat that you can see every year what went on. I mean, they actually had ads in magazines or something, so you could see other stuff on the page. What it was kind of neat. It just was, it was. There's a lot of information in there.
I think the documentaries would be talking with the people. The new ones would be a lot of fun. I think.
Am I mistaken that there's something like 10 hours of video in there?
There's a lot of videos. There's short videos, but there's a lot of them throughout every year. They're usually no more than 5 minutes, maybe 10. Some of them might have been 10.
Yeah,
but they talked about some of the troubles they had. Like, some of the guys had great ideas, and management would say, no, this ain't happening. We're doing this way. And they really talk, it's pretty good.
I'll have to take a look. I didn't see a time. I mean, I heard it was a lot of hours worth of stuff.
I thought I read
they even got
but I could be wrong.
They also got Howard Scott Wilshaw.
Howard Finkel.
Yeah, well, the guy that did ET Raiders and Yar's Adventure. The one thing it didn't have that I was a little disappointed, but I get it. It didn't have the recharged games. They did about 6 of them. They had a reimagined Yar's Revenge, but they didn't have the recharged one in there. That's what kind of held me off a little bit. And I was kind of like, okay, you know what? I'm going to be mad at myself later that I didn't get it if I don't get it today. And I don't see it dropping much below 30.
Yeah, I don't think it will either, but it's too new out. I mean, it just come out.
That too. But again, I haven't seen games drop below 30 as much as I used to.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
Especially certain releases, like the Cowabunga one, it released at 40, I believe. So half price, I could see that. But the Atari one, it released at 50, didn't it? Or was it 40?
I think it was 40.
I think it was 40. Then it might go less.
I mean, I think I got it for like 35, which wasn't much off it. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I got it through Amazon.
Be interesting to see what they do with that. I know that one of the big things that we're seeing, on this Black Friday, something I saw was the Octolus. A lot of people put that on sale, or not really on sale. I mean, they jacked the price up. I guess they had to pay for going from Octolus to Meta, so they jacked the price up $100 to $400. But right now, a lot of retailers, Amazon, I think Best Buy has it for $350. The one, was it the 128? For $150, but what offsets that a little, or for $350, but what offsets that a little bit is it comes with Resident Evil 4 and Beat Saber,
which are 2 very good games.
I haven't. I did buy it on Black Friday. I just got it last night. Beat Saber is amazing. Right now I don't have my borders set up correctly, so I was missing stuff that my cat probably could have got. So I need to play around with it a little bit. I'm one of these people that I don't really read the directions a whole lot. I just put the thing on. Ooh, let's see if this right here works, and then I'll go back and read the directions when I get frustrated or something. No offense to the thing. Now the thing only did come with a little tiny, 2-page book that just said how to get it. But I heard the Resident Evil game is very good.
It is. I have it. I've been playing it. It's very good.
Yeah. So
and I think Beat Saber is really good too, because it's super accurate. I mean, for me, you feel like you're hitting them blocks when you hit them, and it vibrates a little bit when you hit them as if you hit them. You know what I mean? So it's
I'll tell you what, I have not. I guess maybe I'm old school. My son had the HTC one where you got to set the poles up in the room, and I never actually tried it when he had it.
I've tried that one too, and I will say that one is really, really good too. It's just too much stuff to set up. I think they have one just like the Oculus 2 now. You don't have to set all that up, but the Oculus 2 is just nice where you draw your boundary and you configure a few things and you're in and going, and you never have to work. In fact, I have 2 different boundaries. One where I sit in a chair in my living area, and then I have one behind it where I stand up and play. I can just walk from one to the other. It never forgets them. You know what I mean? They always stay where they're at.
It got confused when I went from one room to the other.
After the first couple of times you use it, it'll remember where they are, and you can leave one and go to the other. Now,
I did get Plex working on it through a browser. So I got to watch Wrath of Khan, which is my favorite movie.
Yes.
You know, watching it like this big on the screen, which I thought was really cool. Again, I got into it with just kind of playing around to see what I could do. They at one time there was a Plex app and they got rid of it from what I read. But I'll tell you, you could watch if you put the sound, if you could do something, and I got to do something a little different with the sound. I mean, it literally felt like I was sitting in a movie theater. I watched a couple of the Amazon, just pieces of Amazon movies to see what that experience was like. And, you know, it really did feel like I was sitting in a movie theater. I was blown away by how cool that right there was.
They even got YouTube on there. You can do the same thing. Blow it up.
I watched this podcast on there. I actually, because it was
could.
part of my things, and you know, seeing you way up on the corner up here, you know, it's like I could pull myself down so I didn't see me. It was pretty cool. But you know, I was impressed with it. Again, coming from not seeing it all, coming from, you know, last thing I did even close to that was probably the Xbox Connect, which it was a good experience for what it was. This right here is, you know, this is like going from a stick shift to automatic. I mean, I was blown away.
The Kinect was good because there was nothing like that technology before that. You know what I mean? But
the closest would have been the Wii. The closest would have been the Wii, but then again, you know, I can see what. Yeah,
I'm just saying, you know, if they just wouldn't have forced people to buy it, and I know why they did, so that they could.
Well, they fired that guy. They fired that guy, Mike.
I know, but they did that because they needed to force developers to make games for it, so they had enough games for it.
Well,
if they didn't sell enough of them, no developer would have made any games for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But that and the other reason they did it was that guy's vision, Matrix's vision is to take over the set top, and he wasn't concentrating on games, which is mainly the reason people buy a PlayStation 5, Xbox, is to play games on their TV. That's really what they buy it for. And he was saying, you know what? I'm going to get that anyways. I'm going to make this a set top. So remember, the thing you could look at your TV guide through through the original version of the one.
Yes.
And I can tell you how many people actually used it for that was small. I mean, I brought it up once. It was like, oh, this is cool, but I have streaming. I'm not going to use this. And it became like the Kinect. It was a feature I didn't use. And once Matrix was parted from Microsoft, you notice that the Kinect was pulled right out. And then when the next Xbox was announced, all that stuff, including HDMI in, all that stuff was pulled out, which I wish they wouldn't have done that, though, because here's the thing. I used to play games and watch the Steeler game up in the top right-hand corner. I was able to watch football while I was playing a game. And then there was stuff like the voice thing. I'd come into the room, I'd say, turn it on. While I was doing other things, it would turn on. And then when I wanted to record video, I'd say, record that and record my stuff instead of having to try to find a button. You were their target audience. You were their you are what? You're right. There were more, and I used all them features. Yeah, there were more people like you. Those things would have stayed. Well, to me, I saw it. I commend you on using it. Well, I saw it as an advancement over any other system. I mean, yeah. I mean, but here's that's not. Unfortunately, that's not how the market saw it. And but we're getting away from physical. They looked at it the wrong way, Mike. They tried to force it down people. All they had to do is make them as extras for people to buy. And you're absolutely correct. The people in my audience would buy it, and the others would not. I mean, look at the PlayStation. They have the same thing. They have a camera. People who want that, and unfortunately, that camera, they probably have 3 games for it, but that's because not too many people buy it. But there are people that buy it. You know what I mean? Well, think about. I'm mad they shut it off because I have all these games now that I would still play, but I can't because you can't use it. Yeah. No, it's well. Think about this with the Xbox One. The other because 360 was kicking everybody's ass. Let's just go back there. They were, the Wii was catching them. The Wii have actually beat them, but for the time on the market, the Xbox 360, they had everything to lose, and when the one huge marketing issue that I saw that they made is when they said you only can buy games digitally. We're only going to make it digital. It's only going to be digital. Well, what about your customers? They had Matric on. What about your customers that are in the Navy, that are on submarines, that don't have internet access? Well, we have a product for that. It's called the Xbox 360. Well, you can't say that, but boy, did Sony zoomed right in on that. And they say, hey, you want to share a game? Here you go. And they showed people passing discs and stuff, which I thought was a huge misstep by Matric, even saying that. And who was it? I think it was G4 that did that interview. If you go out, it's still out there. But they even tried to get him to clarify it, and he kept sticking right with, nope, we have a product for that. It's a 360. Well, nobody wants to play a 360. They want to play the newer games. But Sony just seized upon that. It was, their what was it? Their E3 thing. They immediately were showing, hey, let me show you how to share a game on the PlayStation. Here's a disc. It was. Now, granted, the market has gone to that.
Yes.
Where you buy your digital content with excellent things like
Microsoft has
Game
been
Pass.
ahead of the game the whole time. The problem is they try to shove it down people's throat, and everybody says no. Now,
That's exactly what happened, Mike. That's exactly what happened.
Mike, they had that family thing. You could have gave your games out to 4 different people.
Exactly.
When they released that, and everyone was so stupid, they ignored it. I would only had to buy 1 copy for me, Matthew, Linda. We could all play. I had to buy 2 copies of games.
It was a brilliant idea executed poorly.
It was.
That's how I looked at it. It was brilliant. I mean,
and they're doing
and we're doing most of it today. If you look at what the game market is doing, most of that is happening today. You look at how successful Game Pass is. Look at how successful Game Pass is. It's unprecedented what they're doing with that. I mean,
but
be cool if they brought it out to the PS5.
Hey, DRMs and everything, even PlayStation has DRM. You notice when they're serving, people couldn't play.
Exactly.
It was coming anyway.
It was all about marketing.
And Microsoft screw it up right now with the Oculus. Why can't you just let Oculus sell the device, hook it to the Xbox, and let people make games for it?
I didn't know. Were they ever trying to make it work with the Xbox?
Well, no, everyone's been asking for VR for the Xbox, and they keep saying no, they're not going to do it. Well, you don't have to create the device. Someone already has created it. Make the driver so it works on your system, and developers will make games for it. And then PlayStation doesn't have one over on you. Right now, PlayStation has one over on you, even though it's the most expensive, device.
I mean, Microsoft does have a VR headset, but the price on it is insane. It's called HoloLens.
Yes, but
they don't. Insane.
But they don't put it on the Xbox either.
Well, if it's like I want to say it's like 2K.
Yeah.
So people like us aren't going to have that. I mean, I'm not going to.
Well, there's people have it out there. The rich people do. The rest of us
don't. The military has it. The military.
That's right. I mean, people will buy it. You may not get the amount of people you want.
It's clever. It's very clever. If you ever seen things on it, I've been impressed with it. So talking about VR one, and since we're talking about Black Friday deals, I want to make sure I don't gloss over this. Is on Humble Bundle, there is a Black Friday VR Voyager pack, and from what my son says. And it's on sale for another 11 days. And I probably am going to buy it, but it comes with 11 games. It's $12. You pay $12 or more if you want to donate. But one of the games in there, he says, is worth the price of all of them. It's called Super Hot VR.
Mm-hmm.
He says that one game is, because we were looking at it, he says, Dad, you're going to want it because of that one game. Because the other games are decent. There's some, we were looking at some of the demos over the Thanksgiving, but let's see which ones are in here. Cookout, Acorn, Until You Fall, The Wizard, Dark Times, Sorrento VR, of course, Super Hot.
That Sorrento. It's a really good game.
Is it?
It's basically you play as like a cyberpunk ninja assassin. So
that sounds like it's worth my money too.
It's pretty good. It's a little short, but I think there's different there's different playthrough styles, so you could play it more than once. And I think Until You Fall, is that, I'm trying to remember because I think
it looks like two gladiators on the cover.
It is. You battle like sword fighting is what it is, but I don't know, futuristic on another planet. It's one-on-one combat. Yes.
Yeah, that one looks interesting. So the last ones are VR Mechanic Simulator, which will probably be the one I play the least. Although it could be pretty cool.
Thought you were gonna say the
Um,
most.
Yeah, the least. No, I Expect You to Die. Shooty Fruity. The Curious Tale of the Stolen Pets, and lastly, A Fisherman's Tale. So it sounds like it sounds like there's at least 2 or 3 games in there that are pretty cool. They're all Steam, and there is a way to play Steam games on the Oculus.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
side load.
Yeah, and it doesn't look that hard. I've watched a couple of videos. I personally haven't done it yet, and because of
I've done it.
have you done it?
And the only one I've done it for is you have to do it for this game. It's Alex, which is the Half-Life Alex.
Okay.
I don't remember how much I paid for it, but it was the first game it was really the reason I bought the Oculus, was to play Half-Life Alex. Because it's really cool. They put a lot of work into the physics and the interactability with the environment. Like you can pick up coffee mugs and throw them through windows. You can write on chalkboards. Obviously there's the Half-Life aspect, like the enemies and the storyline as you're playing Alex. Totally worth it, but you do have to link it with the PC that supports whatever the
Specs are.
whatever the spec requirements are. You have to look on Steam for what they are. But if you do have a PC that can support it, I recommend it, because even there's supposed to be more coming down the line. I think they're going to add some DLC and stuff to it, but it's just fun enough to go in and just like you can throw your gun and kill enemies, or you can just whack them with weird stuff. You can pretty much use the entire environment to do whatever you want.
Very cool.
I'm going to see if it's on sale while I have Steam's autumn sale, which is there is no Black Friday or Cyber Monday on Steam. It's their autumn sale, which ends tomorrow.
I'll take a look at that. I haven't looked at their stuff yet.
So Half-Life. Oh, so there is already a couple. There is an add-on already here. But anyways, it is on sale. It's 60% off right now.
Which one?
Half-Life Alex. It is $23.99.
Mike, you need to get that game. You really do. And
I'd
there's
say-
a couple others I recommend. I like Green Hell. I kind of like that game. And there's 2 I haven't got
That's
yet
on
that I'm
Steam?
hoping-
That's on
Huh?
Steam.
Yes.
Half-Life Alex is on Steam.
Yes.
Right. Green Hell, Green Hell you can get right on the Oculus.
I think I saw Green Hill.
And then there's 2 others supposed to be good: Dark Matter 2 and Moss 2. I don't have them, but
Wow.
they say they're really,
Overwhelmingly
really good.
positive.
Yeah.
You could download the soundtrack for it.
You sure can.
What was the other one? Was like you said the name. Now I'm totally spacing because I was looking.
Green Hell or Dark
Green Hell.
Matter 2 or Moss 2.
The problem is if I get too many games,
You'll never have time to play 'em.
I'll never
play
have time to play them. Although Half-Life is looking interesting. I think.
That's the problem with Game Pass. I'm trying to keep up with them all and I can't do it.
Yeah. Well, at
Like,
least with Game Pass, you pay it once and you got them. And with this one right here, you pay it and you're.
I can say for certain that my collection of unopened games is growing. Very large. I can, just looking at my game shelf that I have up here for the modern systems, I see probably about 15 games that still have plastic wrap on them.
Wow.
See, I'm the other person. I open everything, play it right away. I get 2 hours in it, 3 hours in it, and then a new one comes out. And I never go back and finish the other one. And then
Well, I planned on, so I always take off the week between Christmas and New Year's, but you know what I'm doing this year? And I just said, I looked at my days and stuff. I'm taking 2 weeks.
nice. Wish
I'm
I
gonna take. I'm taking the week before and the week between, and I'm gonna play through as many games as I can. I'm not leaving my couch the entire time. I'm making no plans with anybody for those 2 weeks, and I'm just gaming.
I thought you said you were gonna come visit me.
Nope, I'm gaming.
He's gaming.
I
Now
don't
I
have
see
time.
the way you are.
Hey, I wanted to jump back to that Humble bundle that you were talking about.
Yep.
MM, I didn't mean to cut you off from that.
No,
It-
this
It
is
looks
good.
like you can get all of these games for just as little as $12. You can give as much, you can pay as much as you want.
Exactly.
But it looks like
Well,
12
sure,
bucks. 12 bucks for 11 games. I'm just looking at a couple of these I never heard of. Like I Expect You to Die looks pretty cool because it looks like you're trying to survive. Like it's a puzzle game, but you're trying to survive like situations that are going to kill you. Wizards of Dark Time looks. I mean,
Hey,
you cast spells and stuff in this game. You're
sometimes
like,
it isn't the game per se. It's the 3D environment. It just looks neat. Whether the game's actually fun to play, it's just like, hey, look, I can work on a car. I can actually work right on the engine or something. You know, like that car similar. It's just sometimes the stuff just looks really neat. You know.
yeah, shooty fruity. I always, you know what VR game I always liked? The one where you're job simulator and has that robot that's talking, the floating
that's
robot
what I'm
that's talking to
talking
you.
about.
That one's always fun because you switch through different jobs and this robot just yells at you the entire time that you're
Yeah.
trying to do.
Isn't that what Claptrap does in
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
And,
Um,
Borderlands, right?
Borderlands? Yeah.
yeah.
He's the most annoying character in Borderlands.
And there's a lot of annoying characters in Borderlands.
There are. That's absolutely true. There are a lot of
Sometimes they talk too much.
Well, it's by design because
Yeah,
they're
it is.
They are.
they're all crazy and on all kinds of weird drugs and stuff. So this cookout looks pretty. What's this cookout game on here?
Yeah.
Looks pretty. You're literally so it's multiplayer. So like we can all be on here and you're just in kitchens and stuff trying to make food and have cookouts and I don't know. They're like spraying each other with mustard.
Yeah, I was curious if it was like a remake of Burger Time or something like that, but it wasn't. It's interesting. It almost looks like
Well, I'd play this with all you. You know what? I'm getting this. I'm gonna buy these.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy it. I'll buy it today. I mean, it's yeah. I don't even know how you add friends on that thing, but you guys know how to add me, so add me.
Well, you have to do it through Facebook.
Well, we're already friends on Facebook.
Yeah, so we're good. So I just have to go in. Yeah. I think you still have to go in there and like add you to the VR list or friend list on there. Because I know when I get in there and I look at it, it always shows me all of my Facebook friends that have Oculus accounts. So
I have to ask a silly question that again, I've only had this thing for less than 12 hours. Is my glasses, it sucks around my glasses.
Yeah,
You put the spacer in.
I did, and it still hits them. And what I'm thinking of doing is just throwing my contacts in anytime I want to play it.
You can buy lenses.
Hold on. I actually bought something off Amazon that is a buffer piece, like a soft piece, that instead of putting that spacer in, you put this in.
Mm-hmm.
And it pushes snug against your glasses. And I also bought a fog spray, an anti-fog spray. So what I do is before I play, I spray the anti-fog spray on, like clean my glasses like I normally would with it, and then it puts a protective coat on so that your glasses don't fog up.
You have to send me that thing.
There's actually a company that will sell your prescription lenses that you can put in there that they snap actually into the Oculus. So you take your glasses off and just put it on. You have your glasses on.
That would actually that'd be the best.
And
that'd be the best, but it also probably be.
No, it isn't. It is. It's just. I think it's just a little bit more than buying a regular pair of glasses.
Yeah, which my glasses they have. You know,
depends on the brand of glasses you buy. How expensive.
Well, I have the progressives because.
So do I.
You know,
but I mean, it's kind of neat, you know.
Yeah, I may have to look at what you're talking about, John, because that right there probably is more in my price range.
Well,
I have a ton of contacts and I never wear them because
MC would insurance cover that?
Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe.
And
Well,
you could try.
I could make the argument that the Oculus is therapeutical.
Well, if you buy the desktop thing, you can say you use it for work.
Yeah, you
I
could.
I feel like going the therapeutical route may be
The
better.
well, and with my company, the Oculus is considered part of the Stay Fit stuff,
Yeah, okay, yeah.
exercise stuff. So
Yeah.
they give you a kind of an allowance for that stuff, and the Oculus actually is something you can claim. So
What Oculus prescription lenses?
yeah,
There's a company out there. I went to the
I'm gonna have to
website.
I'm gonna try the contacts first just to see.
I found it.
Did you?
Let's see how much it is here. I'm gonna send this link to my insurance company and be like, hey guys, I
Hey, you
need
pay
this.
for this?
Hey, Mike, before I forget to tell you though, download something called Big Screen Remote Desktop. Well, Big Screen. What you can do is one of us on our laptops can project a movie, and the other we can all get in a movie theater and watch it together. And they have some free rooms out there you can go in. So there's actually a gaming room. You go and watch people playing old video games.
So we can literally all get a room.
Well, you make a private room and you let all
Is that like a
I
VIP
can't-
room?
Lens. I can't get to the website. Well, wait, there's another company. So there's Virtue Clear, and then there's Reloptics.
Can't remember which one I was on.
Oh, hold on, wait a minute. They sell these through Frames Direct, and I've bought prescription glasses through Frames Direct that were covered by my insurance. Okay, here's Reloptics. Let's see how much the Reloptics ones are. Prescription VR kits for they have them for everything. What's a Pimax? That must be an VR
heard.
for Raspberry Pi.
Maybe.
I've never heard of that. Maybe we'll do an episode.
Sounds
on
like
that.
what I had over Thanksgiving. I had a lot of pie.
Oh man, these aren't even expensive at all.
That's
No?
what I said. They're just like buying regular glasses.
Reloptics Oculus MetaQuest 2 VR prescription lens inserts, $68. That's nothing.
That's less than I pay for glasses.
That's almost not me worth submitting to my insurance.
Exactly. That's why I said it's not bad. Because you're really just buying a lens, you're not buying your frames.
Yeah, it's like an insert, so you just
It's
pop
an
them
insert. It just pops in, right?
Oh well, hey, right now you can save $12. So instead of they're normally $80, but they're 68 right now. And
That's really not terrible.
it's a magnetic system that
Yeah.
so I'm actually gonna get a pair of these, but I'm gonna hold off a second. If I have to pay 80, whatever. The only reason is because I need to go. I haven't been to the eye doctor in 2 years just because 2 years went by so fast and I didn't even realize it. And I know the vision in my right eye has changed a little bit because I can tell that thing when I close my eyes, I can tell the thing.
Yeah.
I maybe not fuzzy more than blurry.
Well, yeah.
If that makes sense. Like sometimes things are
Yes.
blurry, but I can tell the outlines of things are fuzzy.
You can't see as far. That's all.
Right. So I want to make sure I have an up-to-date prescription before I am still going to try to submit this to.
Hey, I thought about doing it myself,
I am going to try to submit this to insurance because wearing glasses, like I have the kit thing that I told you about, and if you just want to spend like $20 getting the foam insert and the spray for the glasses is worth it. But the problem with that spray is it's like if you do it you have to reapply it like every half an hour or every hour or whatever. Because, and especially me, like I'm just naturally a sweaty person. So like as soon as I put that headset on, it's like my face just heats up to 100, boiling point.
You're probably not going to play VR for more than 2 hours anyway. You'll get a headache.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying, but I mean, if I could just have $68 in the long run, because that anti-fog spray I buy is about $9 each time you buy it, and it's just a little spray vial that you get, and you could probably make your own anti-fog spray. Really, probably rubbing alcohol mixed with some water would be enough to do that. But prescription would be better.
Yeah.
So I
Well,
couldn't get to the Virtua Clear site for some reason. It wouldn't load the web page. Let me see what they sell those Virtua Clear for on Frames Direct. Probably should have been sharing screen, but that's okay. We're talking about it enough. No big deal.
Yep.
Okay, so
Audio
frame
podcast.
the
people
the
listen.
Virtue Clear on Frame Direct are $80, so they're both basically the same price, except for Real Optics has a sale right now. It looks like I can submit my insurance at least on Frames Direct, but that might just be an option for any thing in here. I think I'm gonna buy the Real Optics one.
You have to let me know how
Interesting.
that works out. I don't have too much trouble like you guys. I mean, I do know I have to put the Oculus on a certain way. Like I have to put it on my cheeks and put it on so I don't like, have trouble getting, knocking my glasses off. I'll take them off sometimes. If I don't take it off the same way,
Oh, I
my
knock
glasses
them off
will
every
come off.
time.
Do they? Well, if you peel it down, John, if you pull it up and you peel it down off you, like roll it down your face, sometimes your glasses won't come off. So I've
Yeah,
got a
no,
technique.
I always have an issue with when I put them on, I don't know. I put them on and then my glasses are like up here, and then I have to adjust it. And then when I take them off, it completely pulls my glasses off most of the
Try
time.
this. Try this. Put it facing down on your cheek and roll it. Roll it up towards your forehead. I do that every time, and it never knocks my glasses off.
Yeah. I'm gonna make a an eye appointment here as soon as I can. It'll probably be like 6 months from now because it's
Because
impossible.
everybody's trying to get him in right now.
It's impossible to get an appointment for anything right now.
You're right. You're right.
I don't know. I guess like my prescription right now is fine. If I'm wearing them at an Oculus, it's not like I'm going to be seeing at a distance. So I think my current prescription would probably suffice. Let's see. Let's order them right now. Let's do it. I don't have my prescription. I have to go. I haven't saved
Well,
it.
that's
I-
not- you
I
have to send them the
personally-
details.
Yeah. I personally wouldn't order it until you get your prescription adjusted. Because think about it, you're gonna be wearing these things, a lot if you're playing your thing. And if you get the wrong prescription now, all you're gonna do is next year, once you get the
Yeah.
right prescription, you're gonna go, why didn't I wait? So I would personally wait.
Yeah, I agree. Actually, hey, if you want, they offer Shop Pay on here where you can pay in 4 interest-free installments for $17 a month. 4 payments of $17.
That's not bad.
You get yourself a pair of these. So if you think $68 or $80 is too steep for them, there you go. You can pay four installments of $17.
John, $60 or $80 is a video game now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
Don't buy one game and buy lenses, right? This,
Yep. Looks like you get there's a 1-year warranty on them. You get a hard case. You get the magnetic base, the magnetic lens, also anti-glare. Takes
Glare
about
is good.
So it looks like you get them pretty quick. It says it takes 2 to 4 business days. Most people typically 2 to 3 days of travel. So technically, you could have them in a week. That's sooner than you get normal glasses.
John, does it say anything about people that have bifocals or like astigmatisms or anything like
It
that?
does. It's a special order. It takes them a little bit longer. It's about 3 to 4 weeks. But yes, they do.
What's the cost? The same?
Yeah, it's just appears to be the same.
cost?
It appears to be the
Okay.
same.
Because it's the cost, so it takes an extra 2 weeks. You don't have them now. What's an extra 2
Well,
weeks?
wait. Hold on. Let me. Yeah.
Because I'm just wondering. Usually, they
Well, there's 2 options when you choose a prescription type. There's single vision and then single vision with add power, which is for people with astigmatisms, hyperopia, which myopia, people that need, I don't know, one's farsighted, one's nearsighted.
But does it say that's an extra charge?
Doesn't look like it. The problem is I can't see past when I hit
because you're not putting in your prescription.
Right. So I'm not going to say it's not, but if you're looking at their price listed, it just says $68. It doesn't say 68 and then 80 for the other ones. It just says 68. I mean, you think about it when they make those lenses, even though the ones are special ordered, because I know what they're doing. A lot of these single vision ones, they've already got them made in certain prescriptions, and then they just
Yes.
pop them in the thing and then they ship them to you.
Right.
That's not too hard to do because, you know, it's when you start adding astigmatism and all these other,
Which
you
I
have
have astigmatism.
yeah. So the special orders take longer. It said the normal orders are 2 to 4 days. It said special orders are 3 to 4. It can take 3 to 4 weeks because then they have to actually have the lenses produced. I'm guessing.
Someday I'll probably get them and I'll let you know because I have astigmatism. I have the progressive glasses.
Well,
I have all kind of issues. So
Can I say it again? Getting old is a bitch.
it is.
Yeah. Oh, I feel you. I'm on all kinds of pills. I went from taking no pills to like 4 pills like overnight. So
Got you beat.
That happens. That happens. Look at what happened to me back in November.
Yeah.
it seems like your early to mid 30s is when that stuff starts kicking in.
Well,
If not, it'll get you in your 40s.
Well,
it'll get you 40.
Actually, it's funny because, and I'm gonna give them out some of my PHI here. Not that I care. I'm on a very low dose of a blood pressure medication, but it's funny because when I was talking to my doctor, he said something like 60% of people over the age of 22 have high blood pressure that's untreated.
Yes.
Yeah.
60% of people.
Yes.
And he's like, well, that's why all these people end up with heart disease when they're in their like late 40s and 50s, because they've had it since they were in their late teens and 20s and they left it undiagnosed. So he's like, don't worry about getting on it now. He said, the sooner you're on it, the better.
Right.
And it's
Put it this way. Most people overweight, and I was one of them. Most people overweight, they have high blood pressure. I mean, you know.
And it is hereditary.
Yes, and it's hereditary.
Yes, yeah, that's my problem too, because I have tachycardia as well, and that's from family. It's my heart rate's much higher than probably the normal person's.
The apple don't fall far from the tree, trust me.
Yeah. But I'm still alive for right now. It doesn't help with anxiety though, I'll tell you that. That's but anyways, off topic. This isn't a medical podcast. Just gave out all my PHIs. Anybody want my health insurance information?
Yeah, we're supposed to be talking about sales and deals.
Show me your credit cards. There we go.
Yeah, here I'll flash my credit cards on screen.
Flash your credit cards on screen.
Anyways, Reloptics is the site I'm looking at. They do have. I couldn't get to the VirtuClear site, but they're $80 from Frames Direct if you prefer to like order from an actual glasses manufacturer. You can get VirtuClear from them, but I'm going to go through this Reloptics. They have a nice website, and they look pretty cool. They're just like these here. I'll actually show them real quick, just so everyone can see what they look like.
For a second there, I thought they were handcuffs.
Yeah, they do kind of look. It's the handcuff edition of the Quest 2. But that's it. You know, they're magnetic. So this under insert's going to go in. And then these pop out, like these magnetically pop out. And that's all it is.
Yeah, you can see the little pull tab there to pull them off if you had to pull them off.
So, clean them or whatever, because you're going to get all kinds of gunk, stuff falling off your eyes.
Which is good. It protects the Oculus lens is the thing, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I think it's worth, like I said, it's on sale right now. I don't know how long that sale lasts. But it's 80 normally. So even if it goes up $12, I think they're still worth $80. That's cheaper than I don't know you guys. I normally don't, up to a certain amount, I don't normally pay for my glasses. Like if it's not over $250 for a pair of glasses, then it's covered by my insurance. So but there have been times I've bought stupidly, I'd be like, oh yeah, I want the the Ralph Lauren frame or the Ray-Ban. Ray-Ban's the big one, the expensive Ray-Ban frames, and I had to dish out like 60 extra bucks that covered the rest of the the frame cost. So what if I had to pay $60 for a pair of glasses? What's the difference if I pay $60 for something I'm going to use to play games?
I'm usually around the $200 or $250 area. So
yeah, so
without insurance.
So this gives you, I don't know. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get my eyes checked out. So in 2 years, when I can finally get an appointment, I'll let you guys know how these go. Cool. Has anybody played Battlefield 2042?
I did when it very first came out.
Is it worth $10?
Yeah,
It's in Game Pass.
that's
Oh,
in
is
Game
it?
Pass.
Oh, then
It's
never
in Game
mind.
Pass.
Well, anyone who doesn't have Game Pass, it's for PlayStation 5 and for Xbox for $10 at Best Buy.
I mean, it's got a lot of problems, at least when I played it. So,
That's kind of how I remembered it. It had a lot of problems.
and the big problem is the maps are huge. And I remember when I first got in there, there's all these people in there, but I run around and it took me forever to find people to shoot. And then if you do get shot and you ask somebody to help you, nobody revives you. You might as well just perish because no one's willing to stop and revive you. So, but I mean, Call of Duty, I think, is the better out of the two, but it's in Game Pass, so yeah, you might as well play it.
So I'm looking. Sorry, I want to jump back to those frames real quick. I read a couple reviews about the VirtuClear on the Frames Direct, and there was actually 2 people that said these are fine, but get the real optics. So I don't know. Maybe real optics. Somebody paid somebody to go on there and make those reviews, but there was 2 reviews on Frames Direct for VirtuClear that said to get the real optics instead.
That's
So
funny.
somebody said that they just seemed like they fit into the Quest better than the VirtuClear ones did. So
Unless it's the owner of the other company, right?
well, that's what I'm saying. It could be, but I think either way, you're probably going to get what you're looking for.
That's what it sounds like.
So
Woot is having a Cyber Monday Woot off.
Woot.com.
Woot.com. You know, they were great until Amazon bought them. They were a lot of fun, and then Amazon bought them.
Is that the one that has like the random lightning deals?
Yeah, as a monkey, and yeah.
Oh, it is an Amazon company now.
Yeah, it is. They got
bought,
bought, what, about 7 years ago? They were a lot of fun because it was one deal. And then sometimes they would do an off deal. And then Amazon bought them, and now it's mainly a dumping ground for
their crap
echoes that nobody wants. Yeah.
Well, I'm looking on here at their clearance, and it looks like a lot of crap, like a lot of junk.
Yeah, the guys that originally made it, they made a new site called Meh, MEH. I don't even know if it's still around.
I mean, that's the thing. We should announce all the sites you should go to when you want to buy.
It's
games.
here. Oh, it's the
It's
it's the Meh-rathon. Merry Christmas. Oh,
Yeah.
It's Merry Erkmas.
It's pretty funny. I mean, they have a
they have an instant regret kit for $50. What is that? That's today's deal.
instant regret kit.
A
Yeah,
hand-picked-
it's the same guys that used to own Woot.
Oh, listen to this. Oh, I'm gonna share a screen here again.
About the Meh.
Yeah, this is good.
Yeah.
This is good. So
So
they have this
you guys haven't been out here before.
the daily deal is the instant regret kit, and it literally is we send you something, maybe even a few somethings.
There's a
So-
Chucky in there. You see the Chucky on the corner?
You literally just get like a bag of is that pizza?
Pizza,
That's
there's a pencil, there's a Chucky.
So I doubt that they're actually gonna send you that stuff. They're probably gonna send you
Oh yeah, no, they're gonna send you just random shit.
yeah, but $50 ends in 12 hours, condition regretful.
That's hilarious.
What's included? It's a mystery warranty. Throw it in the trash. Yeah, well, maybe multiple. It could be wireless speakers or novelty ice cube trays or both. It could be gadgets or games, tools or trinkets, pillows or puzzles, or completely non-alliterative combinations you can't even imagine. I'm just kind of tempted to get one just so we can like do an episode about what's in it.
We could.
That's funny. That's good.
Yeah,
Maybe it'll
no,
have-
that's those are the guys that they're down in Texas, but yeah, it's definitely. I bought a few things from them, and I mean they're good. It's I think I got a pair of socks one time from them. They just randomly said anybody that signs up they get a pair of socks. So I got some awful socks. I mean they were bad, but it was you knew it was going to be crappy. I mean it's kind of their MO.
Every time I sign up for like a seminar or something for work, That's like what every company sends is just a pair of socks, like
Yeah,
pen,
that seems to be
pen
the
and a
new
pair of
thing.
socks.
A
Must be
random pair of socks.
yeah, pair of socks with like their logo on it. And so it must be real cheap to have socks made for your company. Pens and socks is all you get now.
That's all that child labor.
Or what's another one? I have a bunch of the branded the things the cups that keep your drinks warm for like 12 hours or whatever. They send a bunch of those too. I forget what they're called. There's a name for them. But I got a bunch of those with like a logo from the company printed on them that washes off after like 6 times in the dishwasher. That's what they send you now. They don't send you cool stuff anymore.
No, it's very rare when you get anything super cool.
Yeah.
My work every once in a while will send me a vest or send me a jacket. They seem to be doing that more that now that we're working from home.
Splunk sends me a hoodie every year when I do their thing, but that's because you pay like $300 to attend this, and then they send you a hoodie. So they send you a $30 hoodie for the $300 you spent to
Hey, it
attend.
works out well for them.
Yeah.
They paid
Yeah, I guess.
they paid $15 for it, you know.
Yeah, and they could have charged you 200 for the thing instead of 300. But
Yeah. Yeah. I always laugh at that. I mean, it's swag is swag. I still have a Citrix jacket that they gave me when I took their class. I mean, I forget how much my employer at the time paid for the class, but I got the jacket. So I didn't even know they were bought out. They sold out. Citrix finally is no longer a public company. I mean,
Yep.
it's some equity firm bought them.
Excuse me.
I did not know that. I've had stock in them for like 30 years. So I bought it. I bought the stock when Microsoft announced they were coming up with a competing product back in 92. No, later than that, 95, 96. So, but I was with a small consulting company, and that's all we did was Citrix machines, Citrix WinFrame, because it was cheaper than buying full computers at the time to do.
Yeah, I believe it was
terminal.
it's something called something like Tibco or something that bought them, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think that's correct.
They're like a multi-conglomerate. They have a bunch of different umbrella. They're one of those companies that Tibco itself doesn't do anything. They have the umbrella over all the
Well, the rumor was always that Microsoft was going to buy them, and it came close a couple of times from what I understood. And I always kind of halfway expected Microsoft to buy them, and it didn't. You know, it's kind of like, well, I don't know if that's good or bad.
so
Microsoft just needs to complete Activision so we can get those games on Game Pass.
yes. Yeah, I want my Diablo games on Game Pass. Let's go. So that way I don't have to buy Diablo 2 remake, even though I've already have it on PC, but I know I'm going to want to play it on Xbox so we can co-op like we've been doing with Diablo 3. I wonder, is there any Cyber Monday deals on Xbox stuff?
I saw somebody had the non-disc one. There was a bundle with it. It's like they're trying to get rid of that one. Who was it that had them? Let me take a look here. One of the deal sites I use pretty regularly is Slick Deals. Love Slick Deals. Let's see, Xbox. Let's see. I want to say, because I get a notification every time an Xbox deal happens. So there was, what was it? Hey, the refrigerator's on sale for $55 at Walmart.
Hey, there you go.
hey,
Here it is. Here it is. Here's what I saw. It's actually Amazon that had it. It's the 512 Xbox Series S console holiday edition plus $40 Amazon e-gift card for $240.
Okay.
It's up if you go to it's up on Slick Deals.
What's the what makes the holiday edition different from the regular edition? Just the Amazon gift card?
It's got pictures of gift wrap on the box. Let's see if
Oh.
the deal. It's still out there. It's still out there. What's in it? There's something in it. Maybe it's like they give you a little bit of Gamer Pass. What is the difference? Or is it just?
Yeah, they give you like 3 months.
No, they don't give you the Gamer Pass. Add Gamer Pass Ultimate sold separately. So what is it that they give you? I'm looking. It looks like more. Hey, we have this right here for the holidays. good luck with it, but it's only 240, which is,
Oh, wait,
that's really a good deal if you're going to,
But I have
all
a
you
question
want.
for you, Mike.
yeah.
I thought the drop of price of the Xbox Series S gave you like 3 months of Game Pass. Am I wrong?
Well, what they're saying, I mean, I'm looking at what they're saying on Amazon, and they're saying add Gamer Pass Ultimate membership sold separately. So they might give you a month, but they're not giving you.
Yeah. Well, I was just saying, if they're giving you a $45 card, is that because they're taking out the 3 month, which would be
Could
you know,
be. They're not calling it the holiday bundle. They're calling it the holiday console.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing differently. So, because yeah, even the one that comes with Fortnite, the Gilded Hunters bundle, that one does say bundle. So it's just a holiday console, Mike. It's
yeah.
if you don't want the little thing, wow, this is interesting. If you, well, you're getting $40 back too, so it's $200. That's really, yeah, because it's $299 for the regular one. So you're
Right.
better off buying the one and getting the $40. So you basically, if you need an Xbox, you're not really worried about having a disk drive, or I don't think this one's 4K either. Am I mistaken on that?
No, it's only 1080p, but
Yeah, but I mean, yeah.
but for someone that's just trying to, play the newer games.
Yep, and doesn't need a drive. Doesn't need a
Yep.
drive.
And doesn't need a drive, right?
Yeah, that's the only thing is I do every once in a while I buy games on with the drive. I'd rather have this one because it would fit nicer in my entertainment center than the monolith that is the Xbox Series X.
Yeah, and well, I will say unless there's like a special deal on the electronic version of the game, the digital version, I just like having the physical copy, not because the physical, if they take away the digital, I can still play physical, because that's mostly not true anymore.
Right.
DRM wouldn't work.
I just like having them so I can stack them and see them.
Well, I like it in case I ever wanted to liquidate my collection. If I ever gotten to that point where I had to, at least I have the game to be able to do it.
That's true, because you can't.
Don't. The only ones I don't buy digital, the only ones I won't buy physical are the hockey game. The by NHL. Until this upcoming year, till next year, I won't buy it. But I always buy the NHLs. But the problem with those is there's no resale value at all, and quite frankly, you're not really. It doesn't buy me anything to get the physical anymore. I mean, it really doesn't, because it's not like I'm going to go back and play an old NHL game unless it's on the Genesis, which those ones always rocked. So it's not really those. I never buy digital. I mean, sorry, I always buy digital. I never buy the physical anymore because, quite frankly, I don't want all these hockey games.
I buy mostly digital just because of storage. I don't want to
Makes
have to
sense.
store all that. It's
Makes
just
sense.
too much.
I
You got
tried
enough
to
junk already.
be a cheapo and buy this humble bundle for $1, but it wouldn't let me.
What
There are
with the
minimums,
Humble bundle?
John.
The VR one. I was like, I wonder I'm trying to put in $1 and go to checkout. When I did, it said you need to enter at least $12.
You know what they do sometimes on that? You'll pay $1, they'll give you one of the games.
No,
I
dude,
see
that's
where you
true.
can pay less, you get less items.
Yeah, I tried to cheapskate my way.
I love it.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, I just did not sleep last night, and I take way too much melatonin for a human being too. So like I wake up and I'm like tired for the first 6 hours I'm awake.
Hey, there are some sales on Microsoft's site.
There are some. Well,
There's
hey,
MLB The Show 22 for $9.
it's on Game Pass.
Oh, that's true. It is.
Which
I forgot about that.
I think the MLB The Show games, which they only came to Xbox last year, that was an exclusive Sony game for many years.
It was.
Until MLB came in and said you're making it for other systems, we're taking away the.
We're taking the license away. It is the premier baseball game.
It's good.
If you like baseball simulation, you can sit here and you can play through a full game, and it's like you're actually watching it on TV.
Hey, if you don't have Game Pass, $9 for that's a good deal.
Oh yeah, 100%. Hey MC and MM, you just haven't been playing Diablo 3 with us, but Diablo 2 Resurrected, which is the remake of Diablo 2, it's on sale for $20 right now.
Interesting.
I'm just saying, we got 2 days to make the decision, MC. Because once we finish Diablo 3, we're gonna want to play more Diablo.
guys.
Hey, remind me after this. Remind me after the podcast. So I'll
Did I
have to
just
write
hear
it down.
somebody? Did I hear somebody talking?
I thought
Yeah,
I
it was
did.
some, I clicked on something and you know the way that works.
Yeah,
They
be
always
careful
have
what
to
you're.
put, they always
clicking
have to
on.
put their advertising in.
Yeah. Hey guys, my name's
guys.
Edward.
Hey.
Oh,
you-
oh! It's after 11. I got to get a beer.
You got to get a beer.
I got to get a beer. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Did you hear my phone ringing?
No.
Okay, good, because it's Walmart again. I got it.
What'd you do?
Tell
did
me
you-
that- don't use your
get
heart pill.
prescription. I got a prescription up there, and they call
Oh.
you like every, I don't know, like 4 hours. They call you back. It's like I know I got a prescription up there.
I thought maybe you assaulted the door greeter or
Remember to
something.
Make heads the turn.
Well,
She's talking again.
yeah, it's fun times. He's going to get his beer.
Oh.
I got a Walmart woman talking on this end. So what do you?
Yeah, you got the Walmart. I've got the random shit coming up.
Look
Um,
at how
And
low.
look at him. He's got his Coors Light.
No. This is Cleveland Brewery. This is their saison.
So it looks like
sour
from
beer.
what angle we're seeing it, it looks like a Coors Light.
There's no label. It's just a blank can.
That's good. You don't have to advertise them.
And I was at I'm wearing the hat.
I see.
But I was actually worried whenever because it has those new plastic instead of just being the rings, the cheap plastic rings, it's those cap things that like
Oh
latch
yeah,
on
I've
to
seen
the top.
those.
Well, I was afraid when I pulled it out because he took these after he filled them. He took them down in the basement and sealed them. And I was like, it's gonna rip the whole top off and I'm gonna have beer blowing out. It's I could pour this in a glass, but I got a red solo cup.
Awesome.
I think that's blasphemy. I'm just gonna drink it from the can. Oh,
That
I got a
always
question
reminds
for you
me of,
guys.
when I watched the second
Wow.
vacation movie, European Vacation. I never liked that movie, but there was a great one-liner in there by Chase. Imagine that, Chevy Chase. And he was sitting on the airplane and they said, the flight attendant walks over, would you like something to drink? He goes, yeah, I'll take a Coke. She goes, would you like that in the can? And he goes, no, I'll just take it right here. Which I thought that was the best line in the whole movie. So if that's the best line in the whole movie, there you go.
there you go.
There
I
you
have
go.
a quick question for you guys. The new
All right.
Sonic Frontiers. What would be a good price for that? Microsoft has it for $41.99 right now.
I paid full price for it, so
Yeah, it's $60 full. So
I $40 I think is fair. It's pretty much an
technically
open world.
42, but
It's pretty much an open world Sonic game. I mean,
Which one? The new one?
yeah.
yeah, the new one's on Microsoft's site for $42.
I'm gonna wait. I'm still playing colors.
Yeah, me too. I
I like colors.
I do
actually
too.
really like colors.
I do too. I really like it too.
I liked it up until the last two stages,
Well, they did that so you couldn't beat the game. That's all.
and then I rage quit.
And you rage quit.
I did. I don't rage quit very often. As somebody who plays Dark Souls games, I've learned to control my rage quitting.
Well, this is the thing. If you don't complain about Dark Souls and you get two
That-
tough levels
that's-
in Sonic, and
hold
you're
on.
complaining.
That is not true. I don't complain about Dark Souls. I complain about
Well,
Dark Souls.
you do, but you stay till you finish them, right?
Yes.
Okay, we'll get back on Sonic. till
Yeah,
you
but
finish.
Dark Souls interests me more than Sonic Colors.
All right. Well, I'm just
No,
saying.
no. Sonic Colors for $15 was totally worth it. Maybe someday I'll revisit those two stages. But I wasn't causing myself undue distress with that game when I have 20 unopened games over here that I want to get to and start playing. And then last couple of weeks I bought stuff on the Xbox store that was on sale. Like I bought the Mafia collection. I bought some other games I don't even remember. I bought Kingdom Come Deliverance because when it was on Game Pass, I really enjoyed that game. And
Well,
then
I'm the guy that never finishes games on this podcast.
I have all these PS5 games sitting here. My PS5's probably got dog hair all over it. I'm trying to play God of War. I want to play Elden Ring again. Oh, but by the way, hold on. This just came, and I pre-ordered this back in like April.
He's got a surprise for us. Mike.
I haven't opened it yet because I feel so bad opening it, but I want to open it. I was seeing if there was a PDF version I could buy, so I didn't have to open it. but somebody, this is not made by From Software who made Elden Ring, but a company made the Elden Ring books of knowledge, and this is volume 1. It's every single thing about every enemy, about every build, every character, every weapon. And you can see it's kind of thick, and it's like the Bible. It's got like like the little thing in it to read the book. I haven't opened it yet.
What it cost?
So there's 2 volumes. The second volume hasn't been released yet because I think they're waiting to release it to see if there's DLC.
Right.
But I think it was $34 for each one. So for I mean, it's hardcover, and I've seen pictures. I've seen pictures of other people reading them, and it's got very, it's color. It's got a lot of illustrations in it. It's got very good ratings. I just don't want to open it. I might just order another one so I can open it and have one that's not opened.
I did that. I do that with stuff too, though, John. I'll buy 2 so I don't screw up
Well,
one.
open this one, John, and then buy the next one. Don't open it.
Yeah, but this was my original one. I don't want to open it. I should open it on our live stream.
Well, is there a website that shows what's in it?
It's on Amazon. You can look at like 40 pages for free.
40
or something.
pages. Okay.
Well, I wanted to see if there was I want to buy a PDF version of it, or see if I can get a PDF version. And I don't remember. I didn't see one on Amazon, but I was going to reach out to the people that made it and said, "Hey, can I buy a PDF of this from you?" Let me see how much for sure, because I'm looking at the they put the MSRP on the back of the book here, and it says $50 USA. So, sorry, Canada, it's $70 in Canada.
Wow.
But I didn't pay $50 for this. I know I didn't. So let's go out here to scammers on.
I know Elden Ring's going to be game of the year. The price didn't go down on Microsoft's site. It's still $60.
Has there even been a sale on Elden Ring since it came out? Oh yeah, you can get it for the PS4. Oh, hey, here you go. If you already don't, my mic's over here.
We're right here. Mike and I are up on top on ours.
If you already don't own it and you want to own it for the PS4 or the regular Xbox, now these aren't the editions made for the X and S or the PS5, but it's $35 for the old gen. More than you'd pay $60 for it. You know what? Buy the launch edition that comes with the Steelbook, and it comes with a poster and some other collectible stuffs. $65 right now. It was like $100 originally. It's $65. Get it.
I'm not a fan of Steelbook.
It's not just a Steelbook. You get like some other stuff, and looks like you get some pins and some coasters. It looks like drink coasters, and a poster, and some you get a special case or something. I might buy it just to have that stuff, because I bought digital because I originally wasn't sure if I was going to buy it on day one because I was insane, and then I bought it on day one.
We know you're insane, but that's beside the point.
Yeah. So, I was looking for this book. Book of Knowledge is Elden Ring. Book of Knowledge. Yeah. Okay. So maybe $44. It was originally $49, and it's on sale for $44. So you save a couple bucks. I can get it by Thursday.
Guess what? Supposedly Walmart has Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild on Switch for $29. I thought they never
so does Target.
So does Target. Yeah,
that's where I got it.
They never dropped their prices.
I just talked about at the beginning of this how I bought it for $30 from Target.
Did you? I must have forgot. Hey, I'm old.
You're old. We're old.
The memory doesn't work as good as it used to.
It works in slow motion. It does work.
Things come to you. It takes time.
That's what Schwarzenegger said. What did he say in the one Terminator movie? He said, "Old, not obsolete." And on that note,
see you guys. So what other deals we got here? I'm looking on Best Buy.
Well, there was one deal. If somebody's looking for either one of the Adobe Photoshop elements for 2023,
Ah,
They're on Newegg. They're both on sale, and then there's a coupon that's 15% off. They have a coupon right now it says it expires today. It's 15% off up to 5 items per order. So you can get either Photoshop Elements 2023 or Premiere Elements for $50, which is, it's digital, but it's, again, that's not one I'm really gonna need the box for. And then there's there's a bundle where you can get both of them, and I forget how much it is, like 75 or something. So if you're looking for those two, that's one of the ones I saw on Newegg. I used to buy a lot from Newegg back in the day, but I don't buy as much from them. But that's one I did see. We're talking about other deals.
there's a game on GOG on sale for $3.74 right now, down from $15. It's called Apotheon,
Apotheon.
and it looks pretty dang cool. I think I'm gonna buy it. Let me screen share here real quick. I'm not gonna play a video or anything, but I just want to. So it looks like it's like artwork, like old Greek artwork, but you go and you play as like, you have a sword, you have a bow and arrow. You kind of go through and fight enemies, and it's this side scrolling something or other game here. There's a description down here. Brutal and bloody Bronze Age combat. Slay your enemies with swords, spears, arrows, and other ancient weapons of war. It's got 4 out of 5. Gonna buy it. Buying it, boys.
There you go.
This is my Cyber Monday buy of the year.
I think mine's gonna be the Humble Bundle.
Oh yeah, that they wouldn't let me buy it for $1.
I'd buy that for $1. Wasn't that a movie?
Hey, there's Panzer Dragon remake for $2.49. That'd be a good game.
Wow, Panzer Dragon was good.
Yeah.
I love that. What was that on? That was on, was that
Dreamcast, and
that was Dreamcast, wasn't it?
Yeah,
then Xbox, then
Xbox, right?
This is the remake, so I'd assume it might have a little bit better graphics too.
Hey, Ultima 7, the complete edition is $1.37.
Wow, for a what 50-year-old game?
60.
Yeah.
I love the Ultima games, so I already own it, so I can't buy it on here again. It says in my library. What's Rings of Saturn here? It's on sale for $5.
Rings of Saturn.
Oh, it looks terrible. No, I'm just kidding. It looks okay. It's like a space strategy currently in development game.
Currently in development. That's always a negative thing.
It says currently in development, but it's $5. It's
because that's how they get people to test for testing is and they issue patches.
What'll happen is it'll never come out of development, and then you've paid them $5 and they got off with the money and they'll never finish the game. I'm not saying that the developers of this game are going to do that.
That's our disclaimer. That's our disclaimer.
Just to be clear, this is just me being a crotchety old man.
Our disclaimer is we don't know anything. So
yeah, half the stuff that we talk about is actually not even factual. So don't take anything.
Some of it is. But when we express an opinion on a game or
our opinions may or may not be accurate. They may or may not be based on evidence.
They are opinions.
Yes,
they are opinions.
Just consider us like a talking head. Like we may or may not have done the proper research, and we may or may not be accusing of the wrong people of doing something.
In other words, when we say something, research it yourself.
Yes.
Hey, Wolfenstein: The New Colossus.
I saw that.
That's on Game Pass.
It is, but if you don't have Game Pass, it's on GOG for the complete edition for $9. More than worth it.
Oh, that's not bad. Yeah. All right. I have made my Cyber Monday purchase of the VR.
You bought the Humble Bundle.
I bought it. Yeah. I gave him the $12.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll probably do that later too.
Yeah. I'm gonna need it. What am I gonna go wrong?
Some of them I'm not gonna be able to play because I don't have the PC to handle that part.
Do any of them require the PC in the Humble Bundle?
Well, they're all Steam.
Right. But I saw one or two of them there that said something about like Oculus 2 ready or something. So I don't know. I think it'll just work,
That would be nice.
I don't know.
Is there not a Steam app in the Oculus store?
think so.
I don't think so. There's a lot of videos. I mean, I'll know more about it once I
That's a-
start really getting into it.
That's a crock of diarrhea.
Well, you got two companies competing for each other.
Well, they can compete for me.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is you got two people competing. That didn't sound right the way I said that, but
No. Hey, Cyberpunk's on sale for $30.
no, I heard so much bad about that.
Go
Well,
back,
they fixed a lot of it.
go back and watch my playthroughs from December 2020 when it came out. They're on our channel, and it's me sitting here on my couch streaming from a digital camera connected to my Xbox. And it's the funny. MC remembers me recording
Yeah.
this. You remember? I was playing
Yeah.
like 8-hour live streams, and I was like barely getting any sleep. And after I was done filming them, I was putting them up on YouTube and Twitch. And so all I was doing for like over Christmas was playing Cyberpunk. And there's parts in it where I'm just like, what the hell did they do to this game?
I hear they fixed a lot of the
I've
problems.
heard too. And
Yeah.
I still jump into it every once in a while because I did beat it, but there's so many missions that if you like doing a bunch of side missions and stuff, you'll be golden on here. And also they made an anime of Cyberpunk that's on Netflix, which I have not watched yet. So I can't verify whether it's good or bad, but I've heard it was good. Skyrim Anniversary Edition's on sale for $20. If you already don't own it on every console, you can go ahead and buy it on GOG.
Yeah.
There's an indie Black Friday sale up here for 90% off. What do we got? I don't know. Amazon's everything's already bought. We looked at this before the podcast started.
Kind of disappointing.
I mean, aside from like a couple games that nobody wants, everything's already pretty much
Picked over.
yeah. My advent.
It's like going to Walmart on the afternoon of Black Friday. It's like you go in there and you can find, your Pitch Perfect on Blu-ray. It's pretty much the only thing you're gonna find.
Terrible movie.
You're gonna find your movies that I don't really want this.
It's funny because a lot of the games on Amazon's Cyber Monday or Black Friday sale or whatever, you can't buy. They're gone right now, but Best Buy has them here. Actually, Best Buy has a couple of them cheaper than Amazon does. What did Amazon have The Last of Us up here for? Amazon has The Last of Us up here for $50. Oh, hold on, wait. This is never sorry. This is the PS4 version. I'm looking at PS5 and PS4. Never mind. Huh. So this is off topic, but I think this is something I'm going to do here around Christmas since I'm going to have a lot of time. I'm going to do a 24-hour live stream.
Oh, geez. We're going to call you Jerry Lewis?
Yeah, Jerry Lee Lewis. I'm going to be on coke the whole time.
Dun, dun, dun.
But I'm going to do a 24-hour live stream, and we're going to do a little charity giving to see if we can make some money. I haven't decided on the charity yet, but it'll probably be an animal shelter. Because I don't care about people, but no, I'm just kidding. But I'm going to do it.
That's true. That's true what he said.
Yeah, it's true.
But I'm going to do a 24-hour stream, and we're going to try to, I don't
hear
know,
that Greyhound just coming right down on him there.
if I raise $10, I raise $10, but I don't know what I'm going to do. Probably going to be mostly just gaming for 24 hours. Maybe have some people on. You guys can jump in and out as you please.
Yeah, I'm not staying on for 24 hours.
Yeah, you don't have to stay for the whole 24 hours, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. It'll be over sometime probably either before or in between Christmas and New Year. I'm gonna do it. So everybody can look forward to that.
You could have two charities. You could have one to provide the beer.
Yeah.
For you during it.
Yeah, tip me in beer and then donate to whatever the charity is.
I kind of like that.
Yeah, I can drink for 24 hours and die.
Drink for 24 hours and then,
I can't
buying the diapers.
I can't do that. Oh yeah, I'll need diapers.
Hey, John.
Yeah.
I see on GameStop. I don't know if we talked about these at all, but There's 2 Switch games on sale for Mario Party's $40 and
Wow.
Mario Golf Super Rush is $40. So
Cool.
So I already had some of the VR games. I mean, it makes sense because they came with a lot of bundles, but I have Arizona Sunshine and Beat Hazard. So probably, I don't know how good of a game they are. Oh, Dirt Rally I had with VR. That could be interesting. See, John we were talking about the bathroom and John had to run.
yeah.
Yeah, so I already have a bunch of games. That's pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Steam does a really good job. Now there was a good game. The Star Wars Squadron games right now is free on Epic Store, or at least it was yesterday. I don't know if it still is today.
Guess what? Sonic Frontier for the Xbox on GameStop is $40 instead of 42.
That's
actually
not bad.
cheaper. That's cheaper than going right to Xbox. So
And you get the actual
you get the actual disc.
the actual disc.
Yeah.
Can't beat it.
In fact, they have it for PS4 and PS5 at $40 too. So it's on all systems. I got it for $40.
I got Grip Combat Racing for VR. It was one of the games I already had. So I used to be part of those Humble Bundles, and then
Oh yeah,
all
so
of a
you
sudden
got a lot of extras.
all of a sudden they started getting, it was like you paid like $10 a month, and you got some good games some months, but then it was like all of a sudden I got like 5 bum months in a row, and I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna do this anymore because I'm never gonna play these games. So even though it
the
was
best
a good
one
deal,
I think they had was the Ukraine one. They had that big one. Oh,
I think my son actually bought that one.
I bought that
was
one.
pretty
Me and
nice.
my son we split the games between the two of us. There were so many of them, That was the best deal I ever seen from Humble Bundle.
When they do the Corel ones, they're pretty good too. If you're ever looking for Paint Shop Pro, those are normally
I'll
pretty
have
good.
to look for that because I
Yeah.
do like I do like the Unreal and Unity or Unity ones sometimes, because I like to get they teach you how to, the ones that teach you how to use the software. I get some of them sometimes.
Well, they have, if you go out there, they have, like I said, right now they have the one of the Corel ones, but it's not 2023 yet. It's the 2022 one, which I already have. So when they normally do them, I update them. I switch between that and Photoshop Elements.
See, I like Photoshop a lot. They don't have
I
just
do
regular-
too. I like it better than Paint Shop. And Elements really works well. I mean, to me, for what I'm doing, it really works well. But normally I only upgrade every other year because they normally don't add enough for me to spend. Initially they always want 100, and then like right now at 50, I'm debating: do I get 2023 or do I just wait till 2024?
Yeah.
It's not like a hockey game where you're going to have rosters at it. This is going to add like 3 or 4 new.
You laugh at me, Mike. I use Photoshop CS.
But you're using the full Photoshop.
I am.
Yeah, I'm not using the full Photoshop. I'm using Elements, which.
Right. I'd like to be able to get the full Photoshop for somehow a discounted price.
Yeah, your only bet is to buy the monthly crap.
That's too expensive there too.
I agree. For what I'd use it for, it's too expensive. I mean,
that's what I mean.
That's the problem. And at that point, that's when you start looking at what do you call it? You start looking at Paint Shop Pro, because a lot of the features are close, at least.
They are, yeah.
Yeah.
For the record, I did not go to the bathroom. It was my dog actually.
He went to the bathroom, or she went to
somebody went to the bathroom in that house.
He's on a heart pill, and it seems like the first couple hours after he takes it, he has to go to the bathroom like every 30 minutes.
Same with me.
Yeah. So
them water pills, they make you go.
It's not a water pill though. But it does say on there that I think it does a bunch of different stuff. It's for heart failure, for heart disease, not heart failure. But it's called Pimobendin. And people take it too. But he's okay. He's just old. That's all.
He's old.
He's old. He's good. He's still good. He gets those puppy bursts of energy though. Like just a little bit ago, I was watching him and he was over he was scratching his face, but he was like half off the bed and half on the ground, and he was like rolling like his head into the. He's weird. I don't know. He almost knocked a Christmas tree over the other night because he likes to pull his bed up. Like he'll flip his bed around and stuff, and it's pretty big. And he pulled it this way and hit the Christmas tree, and I had to hurry up and jump off the couch and grab the tree. And I can't put a runner under the tree, a skirt, because he tries to lay on it and he'll like nest and he'll pull it. And it was connected to the tree and he was toppling the tree over, so I had to disconnect it.
Jeez.
I grabbed another beer though. Today's a day drinking day, boys.
Not
That's
for
why
me.
that's why you really got up from the laptop
Yeah.
there. Don't
Today's-
blame it on the dog.
You guys are going to be getting drunk texts from me at like 2 p.m.
I gotta give you my number. You still don't even have my number to text me. Everything with us is.
A
Me,
Discord.
I don't have
yeah.
your number either, Mike. unless
Here,
you
I'm gonna
don't-
give you guys. I'm gonna give you guys
Hey,
both my number right now.
Am I have a question here, and it's actually more of a question for Andre, and it's not anything against Andre or against me and him. But did he delete me from Xbox, or did he just never add me as a friend?
Probably never added you as a friend.
Because I thought for sure one day, Andre, if you listen to this,
He's at Target right now. He is participating in Cyber
poor-
Monday. He's
is
on the
he?
ground.
poor guy.
Poor,
No.
poor guy. Yeah.
No, I noticed one night because MC's like, "Oh, Andre's on. We can invite him to the game." And I'm like, "What do you mean Andre's on? I don't see his name." And I was like, "Wait a minute, did Andre delete me?" And I was like, "No. I think he wouldn't delete me. He just didn't add me, or he deleted me. That's possible. No, I think he just never added me, and I just thought he did because I could have swore that I saw his name on. there
He's
before.
normally, he didn't delete. I can tell you, he didn't delete you because that would take Andre effort. And Andre likes everybody, and he'll tell you that. Yeah, I like everybody. He likes everybody.
No, I
He
figured.
you would really, for him to delete you, you would have to do something really bad.
I figured he didn't, especially because he came on the podcast. So
Oh, and he wants to be on another one. He bought a computer just to be on.
I want him to do a podcast.
He wants to.
do his movie, or I'll do the wrestling one with him. I'm all about that.
When's our next one? We'll just get him on the next one.
2 days from now. It's game of the month. If you guys,
Oh
don't,
yeah, let's get him
I
on.
think- yeah, we can. No, definitely. Well, he was on the last game of the month.
He was. That's it. That's the Andre corner.
Game of the month one's an easy one. So unless you guys really don't want to do it, I'm going to keep it on the schedule.
Yeah.
That's an easy one. That's just what we've been playing.
Wait a minute. What day is it on?
Wednesday.
I thought you
I
said
don't have that
Tuesday.
marked.
It's the 30th.
I don't have that marked.
Does that interact with your NHL schedule?
It probably does. But this one here I already like better because there's somebody that won't be on it.
Let me double check that I have the right thing here. I mean, we can do it tomorrow night if everybody wants.
I'm looking.
I mean,
Wednesday-
Wait. We can't do it Tuesday. Remember? I got to go to my brother's to fix his machine
Well, why did you say remember? Why would I remember that?
because I told you this earlier.
Yeah, I don't listen to most of the stuff you say.
Oh gosh, yeah. Well, that's why I don't know when the podcast is. I don't listen to you either.
Well, I don't tell anybody. You got to check the agenda, and there's a calendar now.
Wednesday is
I have Wednesday 11:30 on here on the agenda.
what's today? Today's the 28th. Here, let me look at it the right way. This thing is I know that the Penguins are playing the Golden Showers on Thursday. I mean Golden Knights on Thursday.
Thursday nights are tough for me in general.
Well, we can do Friday evening, and then
I'm looking. I know Andre has to get up real early on for Friday. Or sorry, for Saturday, unless
Saturday.
his schedule has changed, which something tells me it has.
well, I mean, we start at 7:30, and usually the game of the month's only a half an hour long.
Yeah,
See,
we
I can
should-
do Wednesday. I'm fine with Wednesday. If you want to do Wednesday, I'm fine with Wednesday.
All right, then we'll just leave it at Wednesday. If
Leave
everyone's
it at Wednesday. I'm good with Friday too. If we had to change it to Friday, but
well, how about when we get to Wednesday morning, I'll point out some feelers again and say, is everyone
All right.
still good for
I
Wednesday?
just sent Gave It the Month podcast this Wednesday. Are you into Andre?
Cool. You said he's working right now. He's probably
He was
guys,
active 2 hours ago, which means is he was hiding in a corner checking things. I'll get these random messages from him, the recorded. Hey, buddy.
yeah. Well, every time I would have, but he did that thing for the horror person contest, and every time I'd vote on it, he could see my email address and see my name, so he'd send me a message on Facebook. I thank you for voting for me for the horror month person of the month contest. Really cool. You keep on voting.
That's hilarious.
He's doing
Sorry,
bud.
I don't have an answer for that.
Andre, okay. Somebody's Alexa just went off.
Yeah, that was exactly what it was. I was like, what the hell?
Andre, if you're listening, we're forcing you to do podcasts.
Yeah, you have no choice.
Zero choices in this matter. Movies, TV shows, and or a pro wrestling one. And I'll leave it up to you. You don't have to do both.
The only one I don't want to do is the only one I won't be part of is the pro wrestling one, but I will be a listener of it just to hear you two go after each other, which would be funny as hell.
You just gotta what the problem with pro wrestling is it's gained popularity again, so there's so much of it on TV. Like the WWE has 3 shows and 2 pay-per-views a month, and then there's AEW who has 2 shows and a pay-per-view a month, and then there's like Impact that has like 1 show every week and a pay-per-view.
That sounds like Disney Plus Star Wars stuff. You got this show, you got that show, you got this one.
There's so much of it, and then there's like all the indie stuff. Like there's a promotion out of Cleveland that's pretty popular called AIW, and sometimes they have some of the smaller big guys at it. And I've actually been to a couple shows. The last one I was at,
big guys.
well, okay, so they're popular in like the indies, but they're not on WWE, but like people would still recognize. Most people who are wrestling fans would say, "Oh yeah, he's a big indie guy."
Right. We're not
Like
going to go any further with that one. Just let that one stand on its own.
But the last show that I was at, they had a death match, and these poor guys, which anyone familiar with death match wrestling knows what I'm talking about. They had light tubes and glass panes, and these guys were covered in glass and blood. The ring was covered in blood by the end of this match. And there was glass all over the place. They set up a glass pane in the corner, and the one guy like power bombed the other guy to it, and the glass exploded like through. I mean, this was in a bar, and it exploded like out in the crowd. And I'm like, somebody gets hit in the eye with that glass or something. That's the last time this show's gonna be running. So, yeah. Check out some deathmatch wrestling if you want to see people legitimately getting cut and injured for some reason. That's it. It's still wrestling. It's still choreographed and everything, but you can't fake glass cuts. So, glass, barbed wire. I've seen fireworks be used, explosives. A weed eater. I've seen a weed eater used before.
Eater.
Yes.
Are you sure you're not talking about like one of the Evil Dead with Ash versus Evil Dead?
No. There used to be when they don't do it as much anymore, but there used to be a promotion based out of Philadelphia called CZW, Combat Zone Wrestling, and they used to in the late 90s, early 2000s. They were like the first American death match wrestling one. They had a tournament of death, and there was one match that was a weed eater death match, and the one guy had a weed eater, and he just took it to the other guy's back, and you could just watch it just like cut up this guy's back.
Sounds like an Evil Dead though. Sounds like an episode of Ash versus Evil Dead,
which
is a good series.
Before we start getting too deep into deathmatch wrestling, and
there was actually a Xbox game called Celebrity Deathmatch.
Yeah. There was a TV show called Celebrity Deathmatch.
Yeah, it's on MTV.
Yep.
That's when they started getting away of playing music videos.
Yep. And now they're trying to get back into playing music videos. But music sucks now, so.
Well, that's what you just gotta go back and play the old stuff so us old guys will watch it.
Well, that's why I like the old Beavis and Butthead episodes, because you get the little bit of the music videos, and they always listen to like the alternative and the metal stuff in the 90s. And if you were into that, which I was growing up, so obviously
So I like, what was it? VH1 did one where they did pop-up bubbles during
Oh, yeah.
videos.
Yeah.
The one for Rick Astley's Never Gonna Give You Up is hilarious. And remember, they did it before it became the internet meme. So like the bartender that's going up on the wall and doing the jumping, he was drunk when he was doing that. They said he showed up drunk. The two blondes on the stage behind Rick Astley are not in sync. And because one of them didn't remember any of her dance moves. So if you ever watch the way they're filming it, they're always cutting her off. You never see really, and when you do see the two girls dancing, they're not in unison. It's kind of funny if you get a kick out of that stuff. And apparently they did that for a lot of other videos, but I think they called them pop-up video.
Yeah, I remember there was one, I can't remember the song, but it was Hootie and the Blowfish's big song. Wanna be with you. That
Yeah.
one.
Well, I like Bob Rivers' spoof of that. I only have a 3-inch tool. It was really funny. I'm coming out of the pool. Only have a 1-inch tool.
There's a pop-up.
Very funny.
There's a pop-up in that says, "Who is Hootie and why is there a blowfish?" And I always
Darius Rucker was the main guy.
Yep.
He got a hell of a voice.
Oh, Darius Rucker's great. Like, I'm not a big fan of country music, but I'll listen to Darius Rucker. And I like Zach Brown Band's another one too, that they kind of blur the lines of what country is. And I don't mean like pop country, like what's popular right now. I mean, like, a little bit of the old school country, being sad, being drunk, dog died, my wife left me, I'm out of milk, that kind of country. Not the $1,200 for a Taylor Swift ticket.
No. Hey, Andre just messaged me.
Yeah, I can be there for the game of the month on Wednesday. What time?
7:30.
So
he has.
Could you guys actually hear that?
Yes.
Yes, we could.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He legitimately, and I tell him that he literally has the voice for doing podcasts and radio. Like, he has the inflection. He has he has that smooth tone. That's like perfect. It's not like my annoying nasally voice on here. Like, when I edit the video and hear myself talking, I'm like, oh my God, why do I sound like that?
We got to have him say our motto to some music somehow.
Does a good job of it. And even John has a little bit of a better voice. He's just got a face for radio, but he has little bit of a decent voice. But Andre's just
something that Andre left me that'll make you guys laugh if it'll play through the speakers, but I'm trying to find it because we were talking. Oh, here it is. Let's see if this here comes through.
Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna turn around and hurt you.
Yeah, it's actually him.
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
Yeah, I don't know how you save stuff. I should make that my ringer.
I don't remember when, but you played that, and Andre was on or something, and I remember I was like, why is Andre singing that? And you said he's not. That was a recording he sent me.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it's funny. I did that. That was the when I did do that in a podcast.
I think it was after a podcast. It wasn't actually in one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like you want to have him here. You just play that.
It summons him. It's like the bat signal.
Never gonna let you down. Never gonna turn around and hurt you.
I mean, that's so Andre.
It is.
It's so Andre. See, we had him on. It was sound clips, but
That's right.
He's here in heart and spirit.
He has to make one for every podcast for us.
Yeah.
We're gonna get him to sing our opening.
That's what I mean. He needs to sing our opening and do our
I want like
70s
Motown funk opening with Andre singing it.
Luther Vandross.
Yes. This is the Techegy podcast.
Yeah.
We should get him to record something. It'd be a good intro.
Oh, he would. The cool thing about Andre is Andre would he has fun with that stuff. Andre I have never heard him sad. Even, bad things can be happening to the guy, but he is always in probably the best mood, always has the best outlook on things. And he's always fun to be around, especially on these podcasts. He can be funny as hell. So we'll get him back on, at least for the one on Wednesday. So if you're listening, if you haven't heard Andre, you'll get a kick out of him.
Yeah, we could have him say something like coming from 3 states, a basement and above a garage.
And the Target.
Yeah.
And Target.
And
He
someone's
needs-
living room.
He needs to record from the Target break room.
Oh man, at least not from the bathroom.
No, you can do from bathroom fine. Bathroom cast. It's the bathroom cast with Andre.
I bathroom cast with Andre.
That's your podcast, Andre.
You just
He's
hear,
gonna,
you
have to
just
say it,
hear,
he's gonna have to say it with an echo.
you just hear, dude, can you please do a courtesy flush?
Goosh.
Yeah, all I can think is that scene from Austin Powers. Who does number 2 work for?
You know what, Mike? I was looking at this painter bundle on
Mhm.
Humble Bundle.
It's pretty
And
good.
That's a good deal.
That's a really good deal.
31.74 for Paint Shop Pro,
Mhm.
Aftershot Pro 3, and then you got Painter 2022, and you got what's the video one down here at the bottom? Hold on. Video Studio Pro 2022, and then they got all kind of extra like artwork and stuff, bundles of artwork.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like 4 major programs for $31.
Yeah, no, it's a great deal. If
I
you
might have
don't
to
have,
buy that.
yeah, if you don't have Paint Shop Pro,
I
or
don't.
a current version, it's and then you get all those plugins.
That's what I mean. There's all kind of plugins and photo and you free artwork.
And then you got your obligatory copy of WinZip in there because
They throw WinZip on the end.
But you also get Video Studio Pro, which I don't have that. That right there made it interesting to me.
I have that at work, an older version.
Yeah, I have a real old version.
It's good. I mean, ours isn't real old. Ours is like 2 years ago. So it's like 2020 or
I
something.
think I've got it before what's their names bought it. Before Corel bought it. So what is you have to pay $36 right now? Is that
Well,
what it
no,
is?
31.74 you can get it for. Pay
Is that
as
what it
low
is?
as 31.74. They're trying to get you to pay 36, but
Right, they want you to pay a little bit more, but
now
yeah,
if you go lower, you lose all the good stuff. You just get the clip art and stuff.
get the clip. Or you get WinZip. You pay $1, you get
Yeah.
WinZip.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah. Yeah, if you
no,
pay
you want to
30,
pay at least the 31.
yeah, you want to pay the 31. At least you get in Video Studio, but you pay the extra $1, you get the more important one in there. I think Photoshop is probably their best product. It's definitely not Word Perfect.
No, this is because I don't have these. I have them
Yeah.
at work. I don't have them here, and I don't like them as much as Photoshop, but they can do everything, So why not? Maybe I have to change what I use just because it's cheaper. Well, the Photoshop CS isn't.
Well, I mean, what's funny is you probably can use those brush add-ins with Photoshop.
Yep.
Because that's kind of a standard. Even there's a really good. I know we're getting ready to the top of the hour here. There's a very good. It's free. It's called Paint.net. It's you can get it on Microsoft Store for a little bit, on the Windows Store for I think it's like $5, but it's free on Get Paint. I think it's getpaint.net is where it's at, but it's the name of the program is Paint.net. It was written all in Microsoft.net. It was done by a Microsoft intern. He talks about it. And I think for just quick and dirty things,
It's good.
it is probably one of the best photo editing programs. I mean, I do a lot of quick and dirty stuff with it.
I've used it.
One of the guys on my team, he did something like spectacular. So I took a picture of Christopher Reeves, head on like this, flying, and I put his head on it. And I was able to do it in Paint.net. It took me like 3 minutes. I'm that good with it, but it's the guy keeps updating it. I went ahead and I bought it on, even though I get it for free, get it for free on the website, but I bought it so that Windows, when it updates, it'll update it for me, or I don't have to download it. But if you haven't been out there, that's a great little product, and it uses Photoshop plugins from what I understand. So
Yeah.
cool. We'll end it on that note. We'll end it on a free program.
Yeah, free program. So I guess that puts us at the top of the hour, and we did promise 2 hours. So thanks for listening to us ramble on for the last 2 hours. This will be available on YouTube, and then audio version will also be available, as I always make it for these live podcasts. Will be unedited because I'm not editing 2 hours worth of audio.
We were well behaved in this 2 hours.
Yes,
We were
this-
very well
Yeah.
behaved.
we were.
We were.
So, subscribe, elbow drop on the like button, comments, I don't know, do something, interact with us in some way.
Tell us what you bought on Black Friday. We'd love to hear
Yes.
what you got
That's
on
right.
Black Friday.
or today,
today.
or Cyber Monday. Any good deals you know about, let us know. Yeah. So cool. And as we say here at Techegy Podcast, stay nerdy, my friends.
You guys are a little slow.
Good luck, phasers on
You were
stunts
too
or
fast.
Okay, I was too fast.
Cool. How do I
You
end
need
this?
to bounce